am Brooke Burdick and I teach first grade. I'm actually on maternity leave, so I will not be able to show any of my students during a lesson. My unit is all about addition strategies, and with a Common Core, obviously everything needs to go deeper and have application. So instead of saying, what is 5 plus 7? The question is now, John has 5 toy cars and Tom gives him 7 more. How many toy cars does he have now? So throughout the unit, the students are to learn sums within 20 using many different strategies. And they can learn to do this by using the count on strategy. It's count on 1, 2, 3. So what's 5 plus 3? They would start at 5 and then go 6, 7, 8. Another strategy used would be doubles. So just 6 plus 6 is 12. And also doubles plus 1. So 6 plus 6 is 12 plus 1 more is 13. So that would be for 6 plus 7. And then the doubles minus 1 strategy, which would be 6 plus 7 again. You would do 7 plus 7. And then that would be 14 and then take 1 away for the 6. And so then you'd still get 13. And also in the unit, my students will learn how to add 3 numbers, so that using 3 add-ins and just instead of 2. So anyway, throughout the unit, I'm going to use many Kagan cooperative learning structures during the lessons, and this will make sure each student is accountable. I can hear my little girl crying. I'm going to keep going though. I will also allow my students to make up songs and things to remember for their doubles. If they can't come up with any, I have a few ideas, and obviously you can YouTube it and come up with some neat songs. I would love to have my students use many computer games throughout the unit, and I'm really lucky because we have a computer lab time, and then I have center time where they can practice these things as too. So anyway, throughout the unit, I will use many different types of assessments to see if they've mastered their concepts. One way is an exit activity, and my students will create their own word problem, and then they'll give it to their shoulder partner, and their shoulder partner has to solve it. And obviously I'll circulate throughout the room to make sure it all makes sense, so there's not a student trying to solve a problem that doesn't work. But this just makes the students think a little differently and a little deeper and get higher up on that Bloom's web. So another way I assess is to do an informal assessment. And in math, I love using our whiteboards that we have in our desk. And I do something called Showdown. And the students solve a problem on their whiteboard, and they have to use, show their work. And then I'll have them do Showdown to show me what they know, and I can see who's getting it and who's not. And then I use Kagan Cooperative Learning to have students explain to their partner or partners what they did and how they got it. So this way, they can see, oh, this is how my partner did it, this is how I did it, well, I got something different than them, and they are given a chance to explain why they think that they are correct, or what they know that they did wrong. Another assessment I'll do during this unit is an assort. I'll give many different addition sentences, and then they have to sort them into columns of, would this be best to use the count on strategy? Would it be best to use doubles or doubles plus 1? And I always tell the students, you can use whatever strategy that you can get the correct answer. But I want you to learn all these different strategies, because you might find, oh wow, that one's way easier. So anyway, the last thing that I'm going to do throughout my unit is an ongoing project. And this will be, I'll put students probably in pairs, possibly a group of 3. And I'll use Kagan again to make sure everyone's accountable. But each group will be given a sum. So maybe their sum is 12. And they'll have to go around and take pictures of things that add up to 12. And once they have, I don't know, I would probably require about 6 or 7 pictures. Then they'll go to Animoto.com and design their video. And you just upload the pictures, and then you can also add text. And so then they'll put their picture, and let's say it was 6 plus 6 equals 12, and then I would have them put what strategy they used, and I would hope they would put doubles. And it will just be fun and educational for the students. Anyway, that's kind of a brief overview of my whole unit and how it's going to flow and work. I've been thinking about it, and I've thought of lots of things I could add or change, and I do it in different ways, and obviously you'll do it different each time I teach it. But other than that, thank you for listening, and I better go tend to my little girl. Thank you.